three basic things. We'll cover sit, we'll cover down, and we'll cover out or drop it. You can use whichever term you want to use. I tend to use drop, okay? But that is going to mean that we're going to get him to let go of an item that's in his mouth, like this little chewy that he's going to take some of his energy out on right now. When we use sit and down and we're first starting to teach a puppy, it's a good idea to use a food lure, okay? So that is going to be like a treat that's right at the puppy's nose, like a magnet. That way we're not physically manipulating the puppy into his space, okay? Here, bud. Come over here and chew on that. Here. Come on. We're not physically pushing him into position. We're guiding him by using the food as a treat, as that lure at his nose, okay, to put him into where we want, and then we're putting the cue on it, okay? Good boy. Excellent. We're going to do the same thing when we ask him to drop something, okay? If he has something really valuable, we can take this leash off of you for right now, I think. Yeah. If he has something really valuable, he may not want to let go of it unless he knows that it's a really good choice, okay? So we'll kind of go right into that. Come here, bub. Come here. Maybe we'll put the leash back on you then. Good boy. Good job. Good job. You got your toy. All right, so if we're going to ask him to drop it, then we'll take a nice treat right at his nose. Drop it. Good boy. Excellent. Can you see him in the video there, Wendy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how he dropped that? Good job. Okay, and then you can take it from him. Okay, if you want to give it back, you can hand it to him and say, take it. Okay, if you want to. Otherwise, if you're handing it to him, it's pretty expressly that you're going to be allowed to have it if you're giving it to him. Okay?
Okay.
Boy, you get it. I know now you want the treat. But this is a nice way, if you substitute, basically you share, you put a treat as a trade for whatever item he has. Here, take this, take it. Yeah, now he just wants the treat. You're very smart, I know. Now you don't have to worry about prying his jaws open and pulling something out of his mouth, whether it is a chew, whether it's a toy, whether it's a piece of stick outside or a pine cone or a rock or something that he shouldn't have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to learn that sharing is caring, okay? It's good to share, it's rewarding to share. Good boy. Very nice. Thank you. Okay, and that way, again, it's not forced at all. You're not forcing him to do anything. You're actually making it a pleasant thing for him. Okay, so now let's do some sit. When we're sitting, food lure right at the nose, draw it up towards his head, sit, good boy. Nice job. Okay. Now, right now he doesn't have a lot of duration, right? That's what we were talking about, is that he's so excitable easily that he does it, but then he pops up again right away, okay? So there's a couple of ways that, good boy, a couple of ways we can work on that. First, I might stand up because if I'm too close to him, it can cause him to be a little more excitable. Good boy, nice job. So if, let's say we're getting him to sit, okay? And you did that nice, but again, showing you the food lure, if it's right at his nose, here, stand for a second. Good boy. Right at this, no, let's go. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. So right at his nose, okay, up over his head. Sit. Good boy. Nice job. Very good. Okay. You may want to have a couple of treats in your hand at one time. Good boy. You're free. So that you can kind of feed one out and then another out and then another out. So you're building some duration. He's actually holding that position for a few seconds. So I'll show you all in one fluid movement what that looks like. Okay, I'm taking it again. Now the leash, he jumps up a lot, so it is going to be one of those things that if he's on leash, it's a little tough. We might take him now that we have his attention off that leash. Okay, so that he's not trying to keep getting himself stuck in it. Here, bud. Good boy. So right at his nose, sit. Good boy. Excellent. Good job. So there's one, there's another. Good boy. Good job. You're free. After the free, everything stops. Okay, now he's sliding on the floor a little bit because it's slippery for a young pup on the wood floor.
Right.
Okay, you can try putting a mat down that will stabilize him a little bit if that's going to be easier, or try practicing on a mat.
We can put this on the floor, yeah.
Yep, we can put that down if you want. Good idea. Now, we just want to make sure that he's not going to try chewing on the mat, or else it becomes an extra distraction. So we'll just kind of play that one by ear, okay? But again, just to show you, we'll take, good boy, you're being nice and patient that time. Very nice. We'll take a couple of treats. Sit. Good boy. One treat. Good job. Good boy. You can keep praising him and telling him how good he's being. Good job, buddy. Excellent. Good for you. You're free. Now he kind of jumped up a little bit there, okay? But again, after the free, we kind of disengage a little bit. That lets him know that I'm no longer requiring you to sit. The behavior is over. Okay? Good job, buddy. If we're going to do down, we can do the same thing with the down. If we can start building duration right in from the beginning, then that will be helpful in the long run, okay? With down, this is where we may actually want him not to be on a mat. Come here, bud. We're going to move this for a second because we actually want him to slide into a position, okay? Here, let's go. Good boy, Goose. Okay, so with down, again, food lure right at the nose. It's okay if he starts from a sit or from a standing position, okay? We want to bring the treat down towards his front paws and wait. We're going to be nice and patient here. He doesn't know really what down means yet, so we're just going to be patient. Yes, down. Good boy.
Oh, wow.
Good job. Good boy. And again, I'm giving him one after the other just so that he doesn't automatically pop up. Okay. Good boy. You're free. Okay. So it takes a little patience because especially sometimes for some pups it's harder to go into a down position from a standing position than from a sitting position. You do want to be able to practice both. Sometimes he might be standing when you ask him to lie down, right? But it may take a little practice at first and patience.
Okay.
Giving him a chance to figure it out. Try to resist the urge to keep repeating the down command or to keep moving your hand and doing this over and over again. So one more time I'll show you. Here, let's face the camera here, Goose. Food in the hand, right down towards his paws. Down, yes, good boy. Excellent. Good boy. And the more he practices, oh, see there, he got up a little quickly. I did that on purpose, trying to take the treat away a little too soon, and it lets you know that he's not ready quite yet. You're free. So you want that free to come pretty close right now to the end of the treat delivery. The more you practice, you're going to increase the duration of that so that they are separate. Does that make sense?
Okay, yep.
Okay? You want to be able to, slow down that rate of reinforcement so that you're building that duration there.
Okay.
Okay? Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep.
Okay? Good boy, buddy. Good job. So let's do that just one last time, and I'll show you. We'll try to slow it gradually. Okay? Good boy. You're being nice and patient there. Good job. You can see he's kind of sliding in the sit on the floor. Now again, he doesn't know what down means yet, so that's why I'm not asking him to do it beforehand. Yes, down. Okay, good boy. But after a few times of practicing with the food lure, now I will start saying down when I'm using the hand signal. Okay? Good boy. Good job. You see how I took it away for a second? Good boy. You're free. But I had to make sure that I caught him and came right back down before he released himself.
Yeah, and because he stayed. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Exactly. And that's one of those things. Yeah, you can get that. Good boy. That's one of those things. Good job. You're so silly. With stay, the reason that we work on sit and down and building some duration first is because it's going to usually be very difficult for a pup to learn to stay if they're so used to doing a sit or a down but then popping up right away. If they don't have some of that durations and patience in sit or down to begin with, you're being very good there on your bone, it's going to be really hard to get them to stay. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
So start building the duration a little bit first, and then once he's got a little bit of that, now we can start adding stay to it and moving away from him.
Okay.
Okay? Does that sound good?
Yeah,
Excellent.
that's neat.
Good boy. You're being
That's
very
pretty
good.
amazing to watch.
Yeah, you're a good boy. All right, so why don't you turn that off and we'll give you a chance to practice.